How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. Hope that you guys are all having a fantastic day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do really enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, make sure to hit that bell notification button, select all for all notifications. And as always, we're going to be talking positives and negatives, talking about The Founder from 2016. This film is rated PG-13. It's about an hour and 55 minutes long. And this film focuses on the true story of how Ray Kroc, played by the awesome Michael Keaton, maneuvered himself into being able to steal basically McDonald's from Dick and Mac McDonald. And the story starts off, of course, with Ray Kroc being a struggling salesman, and then he ends up befriending the McDonald's brothers, and then he ends up just becoming an evil human being of sorts because he ends up claiming that he was the original founder of McDonald's, when in reality we have come to realize that he is not. And through the movie, we get to witness how Kroc did so. We get to witness how Kroc ended up pulling the McDonald's company away from the brothers and how he turned it into a billion-dollar empire. The film is extremely entertaining. It's extremely well-paced. And I think both, not only is Michael Keaton amazing, but so is Patrick Wilson. They do a phenomenal job in this movie. I mean, everybody in this film really does a great job, but Michael Keaton and Patrick Wilson, for me personally, stand out in this film. And what is really interesting, and I've watched this movie a couple times before I did this review, is that every single time you watch this film, you still get this exact same vibe. And the vibe that I'm going to talk about is the fact that you start the film having sympathy for Kroc. You want him to succeed because, he's down on his luck. He's not doing well selling milkshake machines or, pianos or whatever. He's not doing well when it comes to the business side of being able to provide a roof over his family's head. He's not able to, be part of the higher up society. He's struggling providing food. And he's really fed up with life. And so you have sympathy for Ray Kroc at the beginning of this movie. But as the film progresses, you kind of start seeing what actually is going on inside of Ray Kroc's head. And by the end, you have no sympathy. You have no love for the man because he's turned from a struggling businessman to a man that is basically a con man. And it's kind of like a progression of a character, which is really cool to see, and we don't get that a lot in movies. But it's like, the beginning of the film and the end of the film, even though it's played by Michael Keaton still, it feels like a completely different character, and that evolution that you get in an hour and 50 minute long film, we don't get a lot of those, and it's really interesting to see that. And the more you rewatch the film, the more you're able to pinpoint that specific moment that he goes from being a businessman to a con man to billionaire empire ruler. And it's really interesting to see that in this movie. And they do a phenomenal job. The script does a phenomenal job. When that moment hits, when he ends up taking over McDonald's, it's so powerful. It does have an impact, and it's coming. When you start the movie, what's going to happen, but in your mind you kind of forget about it because you're just like, you're rooting for Ray Kroc kind of to take over. Because logically it makes sense, not only for him, but for McDonald's to survive and to thrive and to grow. And the McDonald's brothers just wanted to hold things back. They wanted to stay local, basically. But at the same time, they did have a set standards. And so you get to see the conflict and the constant bashing of ideas of how to do things. Speed, control, making sure everything's up to code, making sure things are the way the McDonald's brothers wanted it. The problem is that the McDonald's brothers didn't want to innovate fast enough with the times. And Ray Kroc was just like, let's get it done, let's get going. We can do this. And obviously, it succeeded for Ray Kroc. I mean, McDonald's is everywhere. I mean, you can't literally drive more than 2 minutes before you see a McDonald's arch anywhere now. It's just insane. And one of my also favorite scenes in this film is starts the beginning of the film where Ray Kroc ends up going up to the original McDonald's before it was franchised and all that, and him like being confused as to like, where's the utensils, where's the plate, where do I eat this? And it's kind of, we look at that now and we're like, well, you can eat it anywhere, at home, in your car, whatever you want to do. But at the time, that was very revolutionary to realize my cup of pop I can throw out once I've consumed all the pop. My burger is not on the plate, so I don't have to return the plate or worry about breaking it. The utensils, I don't have to worry about me thinking I can steal these or I have to return them, which causes dishes for the drive-in. And everything about McDonald's for the customer was convenience and speed. And seeing, how they, made the kitchen and how they made the stuff for the kitchen and everything, it was really, really cool. And if you end up getting this film, if you get the Blu-ray/DVD version of this, I would highly encourage you guys not only to watch this movie, but to also watch the extras on here, because the bonus features/extras on this film are really cool. I really, a lot of films will have those bonus features and whatnot. It's like gag reels and stuff, and I'll watch them from time to time. But with this being a historical, drama film, I made sure I watched as many of the bonus features as I possibly could before I just kind of started getting boring and it kind of felt like it was repeating itself. But there is some really cool bonus features in here, and it's really informative. I really enjoyed it, so make sure you guys check them out. They definitely are worth it. And with that, guys, I'm going to give The Founder from 2016 a 9 out of 10. If you guys haven't watched it, I would highly encourage you guys to do so. It is a film that when it came out in 2016, I kind of slept through. And the fact that I just didn't care to go see it. I'm like, oh, look here, another McDonald's movie. And I wasn't really into historical dramas at the time. My tastes have changed as I have gotten older. And I think that it is a film that you guys should watch. I highly recommend it. Like I said, 9 out of 10. The only thing downside-wise is it can be a bit boring. For some people, this is not a sci-fi shoot-'em-up bang-bang action film. And there are some subplots that are extremely predictable, which is why I give it a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10. But it's still a good movie. It's just there's certain things in it that I'm just like, okay, you know what's going to happen. So with that, I hope you guys will have a great day, and I will see you guys all in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.